East Tennessee State University revealed Richard Sander will be the school's next athletic director. Now, he had the same job from 2013 to 2017. Then he took an interim role as athletic director last year after some big changes in the athletics program. Sander was brought in after Scott Carter resigned from the position. When Sander announced his retirement in 2017, Carter took his place. Now, Carter resigned in August. Around the same time, former women's basketball head coach Simon Harris also resigned. An internal investigation found Harris kicked 2 players off the team he suspected were in a relationship, and he's also accused of misleading school administrators. A few months later, ETSU fired former softball head coach Belinda Hendricks following complaints of an unhealthy team culture that went back months. Tonight, Sanders says he's working to make sure similar incidents don't happen again. The school told News Channel 11's John Janko this starts a new era of ETSU sports. John is live right now at ETSU's campus. Hey, John.
Yeah, Sarah, after that tumultuous year for ETSU athletics, the university hopes the experience of Dr. Richard Sander can get the university back on track. The goal for any athletic director, build a winning program, but Sander also wants to create a culture that puts student athletes in a better position to succeed.
Winning is important, but it also needs to be in a form and in a fashion where they really enjoy what they're doing and they're willing to give everything that they've got.
ETSU returning a familiar face to steer its athletic department back in the right direction. In the last year, investigations led to the departure of 2 head coaches and previous athletic director Scott Carter. In his interim role, Sanders says he's developed better communication with individual sports supervisors to make sure those issues don't happen again.
They have done a great job of engaging with the coach. They meet very often. I meet with the head coaches probably at least once every 3 weeks.
Sander has made coaches develop core values and communicate those with players. ETSU President Dr. Brian Noland says Sander will bring back accountability to the athletic department.
Represent the university with class, excel in the classroom, play by the rules, and win championships. If you do the first 3, the 4th comes in time.
But the landscape of college sports has changed dramatically since Sander left the AD position in 2017. The transfer portal now allows players to switch schools with ease. New rules allow players to profit from NIL, name, image, and likeness. He says work to implement an NIL collective, which would help ETSU attract better athletes, is underway.
I have a pretty good idea of how to do this, but it's going to take, a unified community to make that happen.
This year, ETSU's moneymaker sports, football and men's basketball struggled after some historic seasons in the last 2 years. But Noland believes Sander, the man who helped bring football back in 2015, is the right choice to get back to those winning ways.
You've got to take a long-term perspective, and I'm confident that we'll get those 2 flagship programs back to where we want them to be because he put them there in the first place.
Now, Sander is not under contract for this job. Noland tells us they'll continue to work together until the athletic department is where they want it to be. Live in Johnson City, John Jenko, News Channel 11.